Here's 3 things I look for in a successful marketing campaign. My name is Marcus Johnson. I own Flow Forward Media. We specialize in website design, ad campaigns, marketing consulting, and of course, you're watching it, content creation. We're located in Dallas, Texas. I'll have the link to work with us below. But the 3 things that you always need to look for in a successful marketing campaign, or at least that we look for, are brand awareness, lead acquisition, and revenue. And I'll break all 3 of these down in the video. But you need to start with brand awareness. And these 3 layers of successful marketing campaigns, one's the easiest, 2's definitely kind of difficult, and then 3 is probably the most difficult. But if you create the right systems and processes, all 3 steps of a successful marketing campaign can be seamless, easy, and drive tons of revenue to your company or your client. So the first step to a successful marketing campaign is brand awareness. Think engagement. Think people seeing you. The more people that see you does not equal more sales. But I always tell people the more people that see you increases the likelihood of people working with you, buying your product, or doing business with you, and you performing your service that you operate as a company, right? And so think about engagement, think about likes, think about comments, think about shares, think about people reaching out to you. And the way that you do this is you just post more. On social media, you post more. If it's websites, you have better SEO, you're running ads, you're getting, you have more backlinks, there's more pages indexed, you're everywhere. If it's physical marketing, you're on newspapers, you're on billboards, and you become top of mind. And if you can become top of mind for someone, when they think about the industry, they're going to look at you as a brand leader and a brand authority. So the first thing is engagement, brand awareness. It's really easy. Just post more, just be everywhere. It's not as hard as you think. If you need help, give us a call. The second one is a lead acquisition. This gets a little more tricky. Lead acquisition is essentially when you get information about your lead and about your prospect. For example, if I see an ad that says 50% off baseball gloves, right? I played college baseball a long time ago. And if I click on the ad, it says, to get 50% off, you need to put your name, email, phone number, and your address or whatever like that to get 50% off. This right here is called a lead magnet. They're giving you something in exchange for something else. The thing is when they get your information, they're probably going to bombard you with a bunch of emails and a bunch of text messages, or someone might call you and might want to upsell you on another product or service, right? And so for a business, you don't always have to do that. That's just an annoying example. But lead acquisition is getting someone's information and getting it in your backend CRM system. CRM essentially is just a customer relationship management system. It's a database of all of your customers' information and where they usually are in the sales pipeline and the sales funnel. If they're a lead, they're a prospect, are they closed? Have you signed the deal? Have they already paid? Is the deal done? Have they said no? That's a sales funnel. That's a CRM system. And so getting their information increases the likelihood of you or your client being able to sell, close them, and do business with them. And so a lot of people don't want to give their information away unless they're really serious on working with you or buying your product or investing in your service or your company. And so getting as many names as you can possible in your CRM and getting as many leads as you can for yourself or for your client is the second way and the second step of having a successful marketing campaign. The third way is the most important driver and the thing that most people, most companies and my clients look at when you monitor and you measure success of a marketing campaign, and that is revenue. And revenue cannot be created without brand engagement and lead acquisition. So, because if no one knows about you, no one's going to give you their information. If you don't have anyone's information, how the heck are you going to sell? And how the heck is your client going to sell? And so I look at the ratio of how many people have engaged with our content versus how many people have put their information into the system, into the client system, versus how many people have actually bought the product or service that we're trying to sell or that our clients are trying to sell that we're just trying to help our clients sell. We don't really As a marketing agency, we don't really sell too much. A lot of our clients are natural referrals, or they see us on social media and they're ready to go. But we help businesses and our clients with creating sales funnels and lead magnets and all that stuff, so they can execute on their engagement, their lead acquisition, and revenue. And so, driving revenue is probably the hardest part. And you have to have good standard operating procedures and good systems and processes to get these leads acquired to convert to high paying or just lifetime clients, because you want to look at lifetime value. You don't want to just have a one-off client. You want a client that's going to be with you for the long haul. Those are the best kind of clients. And so you need to qualify them in your lead funnel. And that is what you need when you focus on lead acquisition. You need to have a high quality funnel that pushes away all the unqualified leads. That could be asking for income or annual revenue. You wouldn't ask for income you wouldn't ask for income, but you'd ask for annual revenue. Or that could be if you're just serving locally, you could ask, are you in the local area? For us, it's Dallas, Texas, or are you in Lubbock, Texas, right? Because if they say Lubbock, Texas, that's an unqualified lead. You can't service them. We could service everyone, but just bear with me here. And so once you can drive revenue, people are going to want to work with you more and more, especially if you're driving revenue for your clients and if you're driving revenue for yourself through these 3 steps. All of a sudden, you're going to have enough cash flow and capital to hire more, get better software, and your business is just going to grow organically. And so if you're a marketing agency, or if you wanted to get in marketing, or if you are a company that isn't in marketing that just wants to bootstrap it, when you're setting your key performance indicators, or as they say in corporate America, your KPIs, you need to set 3 KPIs: your engagement KPI, your lead acquisition KPI, and then your revenue KPI. That all ties together with lead acquisition and engagement. And I will tell you this, a little side note here, that all of these, as you start to measure and track, it's going to get smaller and smaller. There might be 10,000 people that engage. There might be 5,000 people that you acquire their information and hop on sales calls with. And then, to be honest, there might be 300 people that actually buy your product or service. And that's just the way it goes. You're never going to get 100% close rate. It's just impossible unless you're just closing like one person, right? And so when we look as a company, when we try to measure success, we always follow those 3 steps. If you want to work with us, my name is Marcus Johnson. I'm the CEO of Flow Forward Media. The link is below if you want to work with us and do some marketing projects, whether that's website design, content creation, ad campaigns, or you want us to just come on as a marketing consultant. Cheers.